Now then, welcome to the channel, the Lake District and Wrynose Pass. This morning we parked just down there at the Three Shires Stone, and the intention today is to head right over to Old Man of Coniston. Bit of a strange place to start a walk to go over there, but Charlie needs to tick that off. And I want to come up here and do a couple of Birketts as well. So it's a bit of an up and down route. It's going to be about 8.5 miles, I think, something like that. So let's have a quick look at the route. So the first thing we've got to do is climb up onto wet side edge, and then from there it's the first Birkett of the day is Hellgill Pike, and then we're over to Great Cars, and the second Birkett is Little Cars, and then from there over to Swirl, and then down Prison Band, and from there I'm not quite sure. We end up going through Boulder Valley, and then up onto Old Man, and then from there over Brim and back down to Great Cars, I think, and then pretty much the route back that we're going up from there. So this is new territory for me. I've never been up wet side edge before. That should be good. I'm not sure what the weather holds for us today. One forecast said it was going to stay pretty much clagged in, and then with showers developing lunchtime-ish. Another forecast said it was going to clear up and be sunshine. So we'll see. Maybe somewhere in the middle. Right, so we'll carry on up here, up wet side edge. That's a good view already. We're just kind of rounding onto the ridge of wet side edge proper, and that's looking over to Heart of Fell, Border End and Hard Knot, and over this way. I think that could be where we were a few videos ago when we did some Birketts and Nuttalls. That could be Little Stand. That's called Pike, and behind it you can't really see in the clag is Bow Fell, Pike of Blisco. Yeah, sun's out now as well, so I'm not sure what's going to happen with this weather. Right, we carry on up here. Well, it's warm now already. Hope it stays just like this. This is just ideal. And we have got views So yeah, hopefully the clear skies forecast will be the right one and not the gloomy and showery one. So I think we're just about to get onto wet side edge proper now. Glorious. So on we go. So we're on to wet side edge proper now, and you can see where we're going. Up there, there's, where is it? Anyway, there's Great Cars, Swirl How, and just by my head there, that's Swirl Hawse. We're dropping down from Swirl How down to Swirl Hawse, that's Prison Band. And then from Swirl Hawse, I think it's Levers Water, we drop down to. And that's Weatherlam, up there, Weatherlam and Black Sails. And I don't know what to make of this cloud. Looking over, hang on, I'll put you on other camera. So that's looking over Pike of Blisco and towards the Langdale Pikes, and just make out Red Tarn in the middle, Bow Fell and the Crinkles, and in front of them is Cold Pike. And I'm pretty sure that will be that little stand where we were when we went doing them Birketts and Nutholes. That was a good walk, was that? I mean, we came back from Cold Pike, we came back over Pike of Blisco as well, but if you want to do that walk and get away from crowds, from Langdale, you go up to the base of the Crinkles and then you come off over here. And I was surprised, I thought it'd be like an off-piste bog fest, but there was paths pretty much to follow all the way around. And we went over Cold Pike and you could drop down to Red Tarn and just follow the path that you came up on back down from Red Tarn instead of going over Pike of Blisco. That'd be a great route. And like I say, once you get away from Crinkles, get away from the crowds as well. Right, so we're carrying on up here. Our first objective of the day is Hellgill Pike. Alright, so we'll carry on up there. Go on. Go on, Charlie. Good boy. Well, here we are on first objective of the day, Hellgill Pike. Look at that view down there. Let's look at it looking down Wrynose Pass to Heart of Fell, Hard Knot, Slight Side, Scarfell Pike. This I'm sure now that's that little stand at Birkett where we were a few videos ago. And up to the Crinkles and Bow Fell, and down here further towards us, nearer to us even, is Cold Pike, Pike of Blisco and the Langdales. And then over in the murk over there, I think that might be looking over to Fairfield and Helvellyn, I think. Right, so our next objective is up there. It's another Birkett, Little Cars. Right, glorious. On we go. This way, Charlie. So we've just come over Little Cars there. This is looking down Tilberthwaite into Little Langdale. Now the second time I did Wetherlam. Where is it gone? Second time I did Wetherlam, I came up Wetherlam Edge. Oh, and what a nightmare that is. And my main objective was Black Sails. I'd come up Wetherlam Edge, over Wetherlam, did Black Sails, and I just didn't fancy going back down Wetherlam Edge at all. So I legged it down flank here. Where are we going? Where's that little reservoir gone? There, can you see it? Just before you get to little Langdale town, little reservoir down here. I just came straight down flank to that reservoir and picked a path up there. Yeah, what a nightmare Wetherlam Edge is. I won't be in a rush to go back there again. I think first time I did Wetherlam, I came up a scramble called, I think it's Steel Edge, and I thought that was easier than Wetherlam Edge. So yeah, won't be revisiting Wetherlam Edge. Right, so that's it for new tops for me now. The rest of them I've done before, so we've got to leg it all the way over to Old Man just for Charlie. But I've never been down Prison Band before, so that'll be new territory for me, and I've never been up this way before. So yeah, so great cars. Swirl How, down Prison Band to Swirl Hawse, and then down to, I think it's Levers Water, and then through Boulder Valley, and then I've been dropped all the way down. We climb all the way back up again to Old Man, and then pretty much back along here, well, certainly back along this ridge from here. Alright, so onwards we go. So here we are, top of Great Cars. Look at that view down Tilberthwaite. It's glorious, isn't it? In fact, the views all round are glorious. See over that way to Swirl How, where we're going next. Old Man, Dow Crag, Grey Friar. I'll show you all them when we get, well, I'll show you Old Man when we're on top of it, because we've got to drop all the way down there and further to get all the way back up there. And I gave you some duff info earlier when I said I've not been up this path before. I have, because first time I did Wetherlam up that Steel Edge, I came right round here and I went down that edge there. I've not been up Wetside Edge, but I've been on this bit before, and it's getting a bit breezy now, but it's stunning, loving it. Right, so over we go to Swirl How over there. Right, we'll catch you in a bit. So we've just passed there the crash site memorial just below the summit of Great Cars. I think it was 8 Polish airmen lost their lives in bad weather. We visited that on Armistice Day last year to pay our respects. I'll leave a link to that video at the end of this one. Oh, it's glorious around here. And I was just thinking as well that if you fancy doing Old Man, and well, these Wainwrights as well, if you haven't done these before and you wanted a quiet route, but you could do this as a there and back without dropping all the way down to Levers Hawse. So you could just go straight over Brim Fell to Old Man, and you could even do an out and back to Grey Friar over there if you so. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Wainwrights if you fancy doing that from Three Shires Stone as an out and back. Right, so we're going up to Swirl How. Right, so that's Swirl How done. Not stopping up there, being summit hogged. Right, so we're making our way down now to Swirl Hawse, and then I think it's Levers Water. see over there to Coniston Water. I'll show you that when we get down here in a bit. Right, so down Prison Band. Well, this is great coming down here. There's no technical difficulties, and it's the first time I've been down here, but got great views over that way to the Langdales. The haze has cleared up from first thing, and over that way to Levers Water and Coniston Water. Yeah, it's brilliant. It's reasonably quiet. We've not seen that many people. I bet there'll be loads at top of, well, I can see from here. It's like ants on top of Old Man. That's why I didn't want to come up from Walnascar Road. Well, one of the reasons other been I wanted to do them Birketts as well. But now loving this. It's great. Right, down we go. Yeah, well, this bit's a bit tricky. Not for Charlie. Look, breezing it down there. Oh, to have 4-wheel drive. So that's us in Swirl Hawse. Oh, you can hear me all right. Bit breezy down here, a bit like Windy Gap, isn't it, where all the wind gets funneled through the channel. Hang on, I'll turn around. Oh, right. So yeah, Swirl Hawse. We dropped down there to Levers Water and then all the way back up there through Boulder Valley. I think we might have lunch in Boulder Valley. Well, I don't know. It's just coming up to 11 now. We're going to find somewhere out at wind along here for coffee and a chew. Place to ourselves again now. It's glorious. Right, we'll find somewhere for coffee and a chew. Well, we've had our coffee and a chew, and we've got this path to ourselves. Nobody else coming down this way. Everybody's been sensible and not coming all the way down from up there to go all the way back up there. But it's quiet anyway, that's the main thing. Have a look here. Now we're going to Levers Water and then up there to Old Man, which is crawling. I was expecting that. That's why I tried to pick a quieter way to get up to it. Right, down we go. What time is it? 11:15. So we'll see what time it is when we get into Boulder Valley. I don't really want to be stopping anywhere on top for lunch. I'll have it down here, I think, before we start our last climb of the day. Right, here we go. Well, this is stunning now by Levers water. Oh, it's absolutely glorious. There's a few people around and a few dogs. Now, of all the duff info I've told you about paths that I've never been on before, and I've certainly never been up this way before, up through Boulder Valley. I was thinking earlier when I said I've not been on Prison Band, well, I must have been. I must have gone up it, because I've come over Weatherlam and up to Swirl Howes and Great Cars and over the other ridge, so I must have been up Prison Band before. But no, I've never been this way before, up through Boulder Valley. So we're going to get up there, and I think we'll have lunch before we start the ascent of the Old Man. Look, it's fantastic, isn't it? Certainly wasn't expecting it to be as nice a day as this. Loving it. Right, on we go, and we'll see about getting lunch somewhere in Boulder Valley. Look at that, some old mine workings down there, look. There must have been hardy souls that worked down there. You wouldn't fancy it, would you? Right, up here, Boulder Valley and lunch. So we're in Boulder Valley and we're going to stop for lunch here. Just down here we'll be picking up the tourist path, and then there's just the small matter of going up there, which is absolutely teeming. Oh, I don't know, things I do for Charlie. This will be Wainwright number 203 for him. See down there over the copper mines, Coniston copper mines, down to Coniston village over Coniston water, and there's some outlying fells over there that I need to do around top of Sellside, and I can't remember them all, but there's a few down over there that I've got to do yet. Right, so we're gonna plonk ourselves down here and have our lunch. I'll see you in a bit. So we've had our lunch just over there, and now we're contour around here for a bit, and then we pick the path up that goes steeply. Oh, as I've said before, who plans these routes? But so far it's not as busy as I was expecting here. It's going to be busy when we get to the top of Old Man. There's no doubt about that. But for now, it's not too bad. Right, round we go. So we've started the steep climb up to Old Man now. There's loads of people around as well, so I probably won't do much, if any, filming until we're actually past the summit, because it will be busy up there. Oh, these views are holding out, and it was nice to see over there. You won't be able to make it out on here. You can see Yorkshire, quite clearly see Ingleborough over there, which I may be doing in August on Yorkshire Day. Hopefully meeting up with some former colleagues. We don't know yet, we're either doing Ingleborough or Whernside. So we'll have to see. Right, upwards. Ali, over this way. So we just took a bit of a detour there to low water. See behind me there, loads of people around. I just wanted to get Charlie in it, get him nice and wet, cool him down. Oh, it's getting a bit warm now. Oh, we're on the final push. Right, onwards and upwards. We're not too far on the top up there. You see the cairn. Oh, look at these views. Looking over to Morecambe Bay, Coniston Water. You can hazily see Yorkshire and Windermere over there. Weatherlam, you see Levers Water, and that'll be Swirl How, I think Great Cars is the other side of that. Brim Fells up there somewhere. Right, up here. So that's Old Man of Coniston done. Wainwright number 203 for Charlie. It's heaving. I'm not hanging about up there, so we're going to make our way over Brim Fell and then pretty much pick up our outward route at Swirl Hawse. Right, so carry on, see if we can get away from crowds a bit. So I'll show you the views now we've got off the top. That's looking over to the Dud Estuary and Black Combe. And then this is Dow Crag. I think to the left of that is it Buck Pike and Brown Pike. I think they're a couple of Birketts. And Heart of Fell there. And you can see over to Slight Side and Scarfell Pike, Bow Fell and Esk Pike. Right, so we're going to make our way over to Brim Fell. Well, we're on our way to Brim Fell now. And, oh, thankfully we've got a bit of peace and quiet. What can I say about that path? Looking back at it there, all the way from Levers Hawse, well, from Boulder Valley, all the way up to the top of Old Man. Whoa, what a slog! I don't think I'd be in a rush to do that route again. I think I actually prefer the route coming over Dow Crag over there to that one, which was the way I came the first time I did the Old Man, and that was a hot day. But the views are really good. I'm surprised. I wasn't expecting it to be like this, given the mixed forecast. I thought we might be spending at least some of the day in the clag. No, it's good. Right, on we go to Brim Fell. So we've dropped down into Levers Hawse. Out there, that's Seathwaite Tarn. I've got a couple of videos where we passed that. The last one, I'll leave a link to it at the end. We went over Dow Crag and then back down that way. We'd parked in Dunnerdale, not Dunnerdale, Dudden Valley, in Dudden Valley. Right, yeah, I'm still Still not doing much filming, there's still loads of people everywhere. Oh, I tell you what, I'm knackered as well. We've got about 2.5 miles to go, and I'll be glad when we've done them. Oh. Right, so we're heading back up to Great Cars now. So we don't need to go over the tops of Great Cars and Swirl How again. So we've just dropped down onto this lower path, which I think brings you out. I think brings you out like at the Col between Greyfriar and Swirl How, which will be fine for us because we can just kind of meander back onto our outward route from there and just follow that back to the car. So yeah, flying me eye. So yeah, it's nice and quiet down here now. That's a nice view over Seathwaite Townlet over to Blackcomb, which we've got to go up because I have done Blackcomb before, but there's some, I don't know if it's outliers or Birketts around there that I need ticking off. So, yeah, we need to have a trip over there. That won't be until next year though, I don't think. Right, so we're going to carry on sauntering along here, enjoying the peace and quiet. So we've arrived at this col between Great Cars and Greyfriar. So now we just contour round below Great Cars and back onto Wetside Edge, and then back down our outward route. Look at that view over there to Scarfell Range. Stunning, isn't it? Absolutely magnificent. And then hang on, oh, behind me there you can see this one's Brim Fell, Dow Crag, and then just behind us here is Greyfriar. Place to ourselves again. Look at that view. Right, so up here and back onto Wetside Edge to retrace our steps to the car. Well, we're back at the top of Wetside Edge, just below Little Cars, so it's just a matter of retracing our steps now. So how far have we been? It's felt like a long way, I know that. Let's have a look. And we're just coming up to 10 miles. We've got less than a mile to go now, so about 10ish miles, something like that. It's been a tough old walk, as that path going up to Old Man from Levers Water. That was steep all the way, and it were busy and it were warm, but we shouldn't complain, should we? No, it's been all right, apart from the people from Levers Water. Well, Boulder Valley wasn't too bad, but say from getting onto the tourist track coming up from Coniston, up to Old Man, and then until we forked off onto that lower path just after Brim fell, it was busy. Yeah, too busy for us really. Charlie needed to do it, and this end of the walk has been nice and quiet. So all in all, yeah, we've enjoyed it. Tell you what, I ache. Ready for a beer or 5. Oh, it's been a good day. Start to our week off. Let's hope it continues like this way. Oh, we're due to be camping in Glenriddin from Tuesday to Friday next week, doing Helvelling by both edges, and then Charlie needs to do Sheffield Pike and Glenridding Dodd, and that's to finish off. That's at the Eastern Fells, I think. So that's that done for Charlie. So what's he on now? He's on 103 now, so he's reeling them in. Right, so yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it as well. If you have, please do the usual, the liking, subscribing, ringing that notification bell, commenting, sharing, all that usual malarkey. Hopefully see you on the next one. Tra!